My name is Eric Marquez. I come from Los Angeles, California. I've been in Sweden the last 5 years. My first photography memory, dude, I think I was in ninth grade. I was about 14 years old, and I think this is the start of the Iraq War, and I was in this program called ROTC, which is kind of like a fucking program to prepare yourself to train for the Marines. So that was my plan. I always wanted to fucking join the Marines for some reason, you know, like discipline. And this fucking drill instructor came to the school, like trying to recruit kids and shit for high school, and he dropped a book. It's called 21 Days to Baghdad. And this book it's a photojournalism book. So it's from Kuwait. It's photos from Kuwait all the way to Baghdad of just real life, raw, fucking like dead in your face photography. So you see like people, kids killed. You just see real life situations, and that got to me. You know what I mean? And I felt like I don't know. Ever since seeing those photographs, I was like, yo, it's like you can tell stories just by a visual. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I fell in love with photography and all visual arts, to be honest. I never had a dream to be a photographer, to be honest. I was just fascinated by photography. I went to school for art. I went to school for art direction and graphic design. So I majored in graphic design, and I did that for 5 years. And then I found a gig that they needed some guys to do some photos and shit. And I was like, yo, this is an opportunity that I want to do. And I fucking fell in love from there. You know what I mean? And I use graphic design ideology for my photography as well. That's just the compositions and color and shit like that. Yeah. I do research of who I want to photograph, right? Of who they are as an individual and what they do as a living, you know, just to kind of get an emphasis of, you know, what kind of human being I'm photographing, because that's the ultimate goal, is to photograph someone that, you know what I mean, that's influential to myself, you know what I mean, influential to themselves. And I do research on that, and then based off that, we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll get together a mood board together. It'll be more collaborative work. So we'll mood board together style, and depending on the vibe and person and character they are, I use that as I use a contrast off that. So for example, if that character's powerful as fuck, I'll make sure something's soft and beautiful towards the background, just to create that contrast. I'm still finding that myself, but at the same time, I don't want to subject myself to one fucking name. You know, I just want to try everything, to be honest. Yeah. You know, never forget where I come from, and I try to bring that here in Sweden. And that's kind of why my photography looks the way that it looks from back home. But at the same time, I try to, you know, I can portrait somebody in a way that they can, you know, we can both collaborate in the meaning that I'm trying to put out as well. Every photograph that I take, I befriend somebody. I make friends with them, like heavily and long-lasting friends. Like for me, it's more of a way to get to know someone is by, yo, can I take your picture? Mom Dude is just a fucking character, you know what I mean? And he has so much energy, and he's he's pushing the limits through everything that he does. And I was like, yo, dude, it's like I really need to fucking document you in a proper way. I need to tell your story, you know. So I'm gonna tell a story through an interview. I'm gonna interview myself, and I was like, I need to put your photograph on a shirt, you know what I mean? And I need everyone to fucking know who you are. And so behind it, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's this entrapment. That's why he's wearing this net. He feels like he's trapped behind all the shit that he's going through in life, you know what I mean? And I use a couple of quotes that he says, and I put myself in there. I put my own type of lettering that's really original to Los Angeles. It's really gangster LA Chicano handwriting, you know what I mean? So I added both of our collaborations into it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, telling his story. I mean, kind of praising who he is as an individual.